Yo! They released another Relic teaser thingamajiggly. We got almost 120k people online. We're gaming. They also talked about some Royal Titans. I'll circle back to that at the end of this video. This is why this one's going to be a little bit longer. But we're starting right into it. I'm not gonna milk any of this. First off, November 27th, I had Bacob text me, my friend, and say, when does League start? Is it this Tuesday or next Tuesday? And I was like, well, it's actually in 3 Wednesdays from now. So he was close, but you know. Okay, so their second reveal came out. It is called Golden God. They have a short video. This video was actually more informative than yesterday's video. But we're just jumping straight into this, what this relic does. Right off the hop, I am picturing this to be a tier 2 relic. It might be tier 3. I don't know. It's an early game relic. But it is still very powerful in its own way. These relics are interesting. I'm glad they're not just running back with the exact previous relics that we've had. So, Golden God Relic. So you gain the following benefits to high and low level alchemy spells. Right away, we're not going to be using low alchemy. That's pointless. The spells have no rune cost or level requirement. So why would you use low alchemy? Obviously, this is just a high alch, like turbo omega spell. Items give 15% more gold when you alch them, but also there's a 65% chance to not consume the item when you alch it. Right away, the number on this is if you alch an item and the alch value is, for example, 100k, you will expect to get a return of 329k, roughly, 3.3x. Whatever the alch value is, you're expecting to get a 3.3x back from it money-wise. So right away, we're thinking, oh, okay, this is great. You're going to get a lot of money. What am I going to do with this money? Why do I need this? First thing right away, that is a good question. We'll get into where this is a use case scenario. But, dude, when you cast alchemy on a stack of items, this spell will automatically be recast until the stack is gone. Or moved. If you want to like stop, you just like move the thing in your inventory. But you can click alch, and then instead of using Gary's hood to auto-alch for you, it automatically does it. You can go walk your dog and still get your fat mage XP, but also be creating some absolute stonks of money. So that right away is a very strong relic. It's very good, but there's more. You get the following benefits to prayer also. This is a twofer. This is a two-parter. If you give 20,000 coins to a prayer altar, it will give you XP, the same that you would get from a dragon bone. So the immediate math that people have done on this in the League's Discord is it'll cost 65 mil cash to get 99 prayer at the Wildy altar. And then it would be 130 mil if you're just doing your own personal altar. So if you're not picking Wildy, it's not as good. You need to be able to make a gilded altar for this to be good. But if you think about it, some of these regions, it's not that beneficial. Like if you're not picking any region that allows you to build a gilded altar in your house, then when are you going to use this? Like you basically can't. So, okay, the last thing, all items purchased from some select shops can be noted, provided the item can be noted at all. So this is fire sale vibes right here, because last League there was a relic called fire sale where you had the ability to buy items from the shop already noted, and or you had banker's note, which allowed you to note stuff, but it didn't cost any coins. This time it's going to cost coins, but with this relic you're going to be making a ton of GP over time. Now, how much money are you going to be able to make in an hour, for example? The rough math, I mean, they've given us the numbers. You got a 65% and 15% gold save. We know what the numbers are. You're going to be able to make, at the top end of this, 7 bill per hour cash. That is if you have either Varlamore or Fremy unlocked, and you buy condensed gold for 10 mil. When you alch that, you're expecting to get just over 5 mil profit from it on average. So what could happen is if you go and you have 10 mil and you buy it and you alch it, it could get consumed. There's a 35% chance that it gets yeeted, and then you've just lost money because it only alchs for like 5 mil. So you have to hit the 65% chance. You got to up your odds by buying multiple of those. You're essentially, if you pick this relic, you're going to be hopping through the shops in like a linear order, linear progression. You start off in Lumbridge and Karamja regions. I mean, right away you start off in Lumbridge. If you get this while you're still in Lumbridge region, you get Lumbridge and Varrock. Now the Varrock, or Varrock, whatever you want to call it, plate body shop is probably the best bet for this. You're going to want to buy, if you want to do an hour of AFKing, you'll need 400-ish plate bodies or anything, and it'll just automatically alch those. You could pick up 400 feathers and just alch those, and it gives you 0 coins, but it automatically recasts alchemy all the time. This also happens while you're in combat or doing other things. One thing that could be, I mean, it's insanely good. If you're just like in a raid, you'll still be alching. Actually, you can't alch in raids, I'm pretty sure. So that won't be possible. But if you're doing like God Wars or something like that where you can alch, it'll just automatically be doing it for you, and you'll get a absolute metric wad of mage XP. So TLDR on this relic, you get essentially unlimited money. You get unlimited prayer and magic experience. The prayer is only if you're in a region where you can use an altar. But then also the shop part of it is good for a lot of regions, because you could, take your unlimited money and roll up to the Karamja shop and buy like an unlimited amount of, I don't know, bars. Like there's some bronze bars in that region that you can buy from the shop. You can buy them from Shanty Pass and stuff like that. That's desert. You can buy bars, you can buy like arrowheads, stuff like that. If you can make hundreds of millions of coins per hour, then yeah, this is what you can do. Here's the first spot where you're going to start making a ton of money, is in the starter region. You'll get access to the Lost City, Xanaris. You just need to pay a diamond to get in, and then you can buy dragon longswords from the shop. They cost 100k, they alch for 60. When you add 15% onto that, they alch for 69k. Nice. And then if you save 65% of those, you're going to be essentially, every time you alch one dragon longsword, you're doubling your profit. So you pay 100k, you're going to get an average of 198k return on that. And you could just sit at the shop for half an hour. Say you have 5 mil, you buy 50 longswords, you alch them, that'll take you about 15 minutes or so. Now you've got double what you started with. You buy some more, and then eventually you're like, all right, I've got a huge stack of these. I'm going to go do 2 hours of training my combats. And while I'm doing that, it'll be automatically alching and making more money. People are going to have max cash by day 2. Like, I guarantee it with this relic, especially if you're picking Varlamore and you're immediately going to that shop. If you pick Fremenic, and you go to that shop, yeah, you can just alch those magic stones and stuff like that. Here's what you can do with your GP. Obviously, you can buy runes, you can you can buy bars, you can buy arrowheads, you can buy stuff like that. Fish, you can buy fish from shops. So there's some combos of the relics where for example, if you don't take the mining relic as your tier 1, you could now just buy ores from shops with the unlimited stack of cash that you now have, and that sorts you out for your smithing training. Of course, it'll be slower than the passive that first relic gives you, but still be pretty friggin' good. And a big one to me is if you're making 7 bill per hour, like you will be, Solo Mission's gonna have a video of where he's like, I'm making max cash every hour or whatever. It's gonna be easy to train construction because you can buy magic stones from those shops. Again, you'll be able to note them when you buy them, so you can just spam click buy unlimited. League's shops have unlimited stock. They did last league, and it looks like they will this league. There's no reason for them not to. Like that is critical to this. But if you can buy 10,000 magic stones, you go to your player-owned house, you build the demonic thrones. Let's flip over to it right here. Crystal Throne, 15k cons XP, 15 magic stones. Demonic Throne, 25 magic stones, 25k XP. That's at 99. But if you're looking at what do we got here? 25k XP, 15 times modifier. That's what we think it is. 375k XP per throne you're making. Like, it's going to be crazy. I don't know, the XP rates for construction, you'll get 200 mil in a couple hours if you've got that sort of stuff all set up. So pretty cool. To me, my overall thoughts, this would be a nerfed version of Fire Sale, but with other benefits that are really good. You're going to guarantee that you're going to get unlimited money so that you can do whatever you want. Like, it takes time to build that stack of money up, but once you've got money, you can make money like crazy. Any drops you get, you're alching them constantly. Like, you're gonna always have stuff to alch, and you're gonna get 50 mil magic XP. There's a task for that last league. 200 mil magic XP. Like, you're gonna get those passively and super easy. You're never gonna have to train magic. This could be really good for people who aren't the magic build, and they're not going to get that on their like automatically, so it could be good. The other thing is there's no requirements or levels for this, so you could just, if this is a tier 2 relic, you're getting this right away, and you're just, magic goes skyrockets on day 1. Like, it could be really good to get some of those huge tasks out of the way. I'm picturing half of the players in leagues running around constantly alching, and it's going to be super annoying. I don't know, like, everyone's just going to be alching all the time. If we can do an entity hider on that on RuneLite, I'd be down, because that's just going to get visually really annoying. So I think, I think the play would be make it so that it's kind of hidden, or you can turn it off somewhere or the other. Last league, like, the passive one was the Sage's Greaves, where you got unlimited agility XP running around with the boots, but the boots were so like not noticeable that it was totally fine. You didn't really see it. So I think that could be good. They haven't added anything to the FAQ. You can still leave your, feedback on there, which is nice. Yeah, that'll be the end of the league's chat for today. I'm going to flip over to this as a little bonus. Royal Titans, quick look. They're adding a new boss. I believe this will be after leagues, members only. Dual boss encounter. The goal of it is to fight it in a duo, but you can do it in a solo, and you can do it in a big team mass. And what else? It's aimed at people level 90 to 110. So more than the Huey Codal, like harder than the Huey Codally boy. The rewards is where I just wanted to rip through these. We've got this new Wiggly Staff boy. Looks like there's a new amulet, but I don't know. I might have missed that part, but the new staff, and then what is this? Deadeye and Mystic Vigor. Kind of interesting. So the Twin Flame Staff is a 60 magic to equip requirement. Autocast from the standard spellbook. If you're fighting something with an elemental weakness, it'll automatically cast that elemental spell on them, up to wave spells. So Surge is the like Wrath runes, Wave is the Blood runes. So it's a mid-tier staff. When we look at the DPS on it here, like, it's hard to figure out what we're looking at. Like, okay, so if you're fighting Darok the Wretched, who has a 50% weakness to air, and you've got a Twin Flame Staff with a Mage's Book, you're getting 7.5 DPS. Whereas if you're using a Shadow, at that point, you're getting 7.5 DPS. If you're using a Trident of the Swamp, you're getting just over 6 DPS. So there's cases where this is better than a Trident and close to a Shadow. Like, this is better than a Shadow. So 100% elemental weakness, damage uncapped. It's very good. The Harm Staff is better. This is like a downgraded Harm Staff, I guess is how I can explain that. Next, Untradeable Prayer Scrolls. Interesting. They're adding a like baby version of Rigor and Augury. So the numbers are here. Rigor is 20 range attack. This one is 18. Rigor is 23% range damage. And this is 18. Defense is you get to pick. You put Steel Skin on, basically. Prayer requirement will be 62. So this is like the chivalry of piety for Rigor. And it's aimed at mid-game. And that's pretty much how it goes. The same thing for the Mystic Vigor. Now, the problem with Mage is it'll give you 3 magic damage, whereas Mystic Might gives you 2. In most scenarios, this is never going to give you any max hits, but it is what it is. So we'll see how that kind of shakes out. So yeah, they've proposed that. They've also proposed that you're able to get chivalry on a pure. So currently chivalry, you need, I think, 65 defense to use. I might be wrong on that, but it probably says somewhere. But yeah, you'll be able to use chivalry as a pure. I don't know. Kind of interesting for people that are built like that. They're gonna add some pages. Like you can get pages from this dual boss and turn them into your choice of either burnt pages or soaked pages. So kind of interesting. And they're also going to be allowing you to destroy the loot for a double roll at the pet. I'm assuming there will be a pet that has a metamorphosis that switches it between the two bosses, which could look cool. They look cool for sure. They got little crowns on them kind of thing because they're royal titans. So yeah, thanks for watching. A lot of ums in this one, but you know how it is, you know how it goes. Just kind of raw dogging this. I got some notes on the side, a little bit of thoughts that I wanted to give. Last thing for leagues, I had this open here. Yeah, wilderness. If you're going to use this relic that we talked about for the wilderness, you've already got prayer for free. Like Vedion drops 150 noted dragon bones. You're able to one-shot green dragons for dragon bones. Like the prayer aspect of it to me is negligible. It really won't matter much. People were saying Soul Wars for prayer like last league, but I believe they're nerfing Soul Wars for sure. Last league you were just able to get free prayer XP like crazy, like a mil XP per friggin' minute at Soul Wars kind of thing, but they capped it for like 1 million a day. I don't know. Like Wildy is the best for the prayer part of this relic, but you're gonna get so much GP from revs and stuff like that won't matter. Like it's got a lot of overlap. This one isn't like a clear defined meta. It's got a lot of overlap for different things. It will be really nice for people who just want that passive magic XP. Right away you're getting 99 mage just by doing nothing. You can alch feathers, or you can alch, if you're picking the woodcutting relic, it gives you arrow shafts automatically. You can alch those. You won't make any money on it, but you're just constantly casting alchemy and you get XP for that. So definitely big fan. It's an interesting reveal. Ooh, we're over 120k people playing online now. Are you one of them, or are you running a bot farm with 15 people? I don't know. You tell me in the comments. Thank you for watching. We'll have another video tomorrow with the reveal. Hopefully they drop an absolute heater of a reveal on us soon, because so far they're fine. You know, they're good. We're getting off to a slow-ish start. I mean, when they reveal something huge like what the echo bosses drop, that's when it's going to break the game. Or if they announce, like, I don't know, there's a new tier of relics or this or that, I don't know, if they actually drop all of the tasks list in order, that will be huge. So we'll see when that happens, and I'll make a video when it does. So appreciate you watching. I'm gonna leave you now. Okay, goodbye.